before you leave, know that on the port side,
Correct.
Good girl. The other.
on the port side is a basket of help yourself gifts. So you may take one of the bags and fill it to your heart's content with the soap, the potpourri, and what have you.
I
Now,
think there's only enough soap for everyone to take one soap or a candle, right?
I don't think that. I think we should just let it go. Okay? All right, and then to the aft of that,
Right.
Kicking it. Look
there's a magazine rack, and that magazine rack is full of paintings that I have painted.
Oh, wow.
And we can't take them with us. There are mailing envelopes for you to protect it, but please, if you like something, take it. We can't take them, and it would break my heart to just, I don't know what. So that was my idea for favors, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, moving on, speeches. This wedding, I think 2 times, maybe 3 times, almost didn't make because I freaked out and I thought the viability of it was no more. And that's because I don't get married very often.
Yay!
So I felt out of my depth, if you will. But the reason that this wedding came together is because of all of the following people. First of all, my husband, who, if he's willing to spend more time with me after this past week, that's a very good sign for us. Okay, that's a very good sign. I think, where's Lori?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Hi, Lori, thank you for making an honest bride out of me, okay? Because the reality is that this is the 2nd time that Miss Lori has had to marry us. We actually she married us in July because we had things and because we were getting ready to leave the country that had to be legal things, paper, blah, blah, blah. And so we had planned to have one of my friends, Aldith, officiate. Unfortunately, we got word on Tuesday that Aldith has COVID. So she and her daughter, who was to be my flower girl, couldn't be here. And Lori graciously and generously stepped up in the midst of a very stressful time for her because she is this close to completing an MBA degree, so everybody.
Yay!
And she could not have done a better job, and we actually knew she would do a great job because we had already had her do it before. Next up, I would say is Alzara, who has been, okay, I'm going to tell you a story about Alzara.
Yes.
Okay, a long time ago in a house in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, I was down and out.
My story.
And I was really going through it. I was trying to leave someone, and I had nowhere to go, and I had just been couch surfing, etc. And so I move in this house that's full of all these like bohemian people, and which apparently I blended right in.
You blended right
But
in.
I didn't know her. I was renting a room. She was the house manager. Matriarch, right. She had gotten her social work degree, and so I'm in the house, and her mother, shortly after I meet them, I'm talking to her, and her mother has lived in a very interesting life. She's a very storied woman. She was married to the drummer for Janis Joplin, and then was part of the whole Haight Ashbury scene. And her mother's just telling me the story of her life, blah, 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 and then this guy, and then this guy, and then blah, 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 and blah, blah. And she goes, and then I had Alzara. And Alzara is an angel. And she said it just like that, like and I was like, look, I'm no threat to your delight. but I thought, this is very odd, because I mean, I know you're her mom and all. And then then it didn't take me very long to figure out that was, yes. That is everything that she does is kind. She's not oozing kindness.
Under this table
Please stop, just listen. But she's just unflappable and cheerful, and she's actually very much the opposite of me. So that was cool. And then she's a therapist. So thank you, Alzara, for all your help.
And she plays lovely.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
And that food
All
is
right.
delicious.
Yes.
Oh,
And Stephen
this is supposed to be
Carroll,
about you, but,
thank you so much. I haven't known you for very, very long, but it feels like I have known you for a lot longer. And that has been a huge blessing, is bringing us to you and you to us. Stephen Carroll are choosing to fight. Alan and I are choosing flight. We may join, we may come back, but Stephen Carroll they both ran for office locally. Okay, Carroll still has the campaign going. All right, so
Good luck.
all right, now matriarch. Don't do that. My greatest gift that my family ever gave me was my stepfamily. Is my stepfamily. My Aunt Cindy gave an organ to her sister, my stepmother, that allowed her to be in our lives for 15,
20 years.
12,
20.
20 years
20,
more.
right?
Yeah, I was 5.
20
so.
years more.
And
And more than just a matriarch, she is a role model for me, which was scarce. It was scarce for me in my family. So she's a business owner, she's a mom, she's a podcaster, and she's everyone's rock. Right, so if you need any organs, I think she's pretty well tapped out. Okay. She's also a breast cancer survivor. Okay. Ashley, come sit by me.
Okay. Oh, if I can get up.
Makeup?
No, it was just I was like trying not to pull this off because I kept touching this.
Oh my gosh. So, Ashley and I haven't seen each other in
9 years. 2016 was the last time.
Okay, right. So when Ashley came into my life, I had already had and lost an entire step family. Okay, and I was 11 and she was 2. And I met her one time, and then they moved in about 2 weeks later.
Yep.
And I thought, oh, okay, so we have some guests here. We had some overnight. I was like, I was jaded, right? And Ashley was too. And she was adorable and inscrutable and just adorable. So ever since then, we have been like sisters who are also, what we have in common is we have like an only child personality.
Yeah.
We have in common. But I just want to say thank you for being here for me. And thank you. And we need more. We need more.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Ashley apparently fixed the music. I guess my earlier selection was not okay. And
Also, I want to say too, Ashley has had her own incredible journey that I'll let her tell you if she'd like. But she graduated a few years ago with a degree in psychology from Texas.
We need you around here, kid.
Texas Women's University, and now she is on management track at the company that she works for.
Wow, that's great.
Right.
Yes. I'm
And
junior
she's
manager.
yes.
I'm just using my degree in a way I didn't expect.
All right.
Can we all say a little thing if we want to say a little thing too?
Yeah, you can say. Do you want my rest of my thing? If that
For the
helps.
speech, for fortification. No, I'm just going to say very short. I didn't, really prepare a whole speech because I was concerned with this detail and that detail. But I just want to say that, yes, when I met Amanda, she was in a time of transition, and there was something kind of surreal and dreamy about the way she just kind of swept into the house. Things were kind of like that then. Whoever was meant to be there seemed to be there, but especially Amanda, she was meant to be a part of
It
that
was a great
house.
time.
Yeah, and it was one of my happiest, roommate situations. It was just really a great, happy time in our lives, I think, in many ways. And over the years, Amanda has always been someone who goes on adventures. She's just spontaneously become interested in something, and she pursues it. She pursues her interest. So this seems appropriate in many ways that she would be on another adventure, another transition. And I'm just getting to know Alan, but I couldn't think of anyone better suited to be with Amanda. You just have that complimentary energy and calm and kindness that I think is really wonderful. And one thing I will say about Amanda, in addition to her being one of the most intelligent people I know, she is extremely thoughtful, analytical, but also open-minded and creative. She's a writer. She taught herself how to paint more recently, and you will see all these beautiful paintings out there. But most importantly, which is something I do value, is she's very loyal. And so no matter what she said in those ceremonies, she is persistent, like the name of that boat. She is one of the few friends that has visited me wherever I am, on whichever coast. She always finds a way, and so I love you.
all right, we're gonna eat and drink.
Eat your asses off.
You can do that.